Have you ever wanted something really bad? Like, really bad. Like, you think about it all the time. You're praying for it. You're like, I want this so bad. That's kind of like how I was with this business that I have, this cleaning business. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to get out of my 9 to 5. But do you ever notice about when you get something that you wanted for so long? Like maybe the fact that the high only lasts, days, weeks, maybe months. And then you're on to the next thing. And then that just becomes normal life. You got the new car, you got the new house, you even got the boyfriend. And then when the honeymoon stage wears off, you're like, what's next? You get the money. You make that much money a month. How much more can I make? You gain that many followers of subscribers. And then you're like, okay, what's more? Let me just break it to you. You're never going to fill that pit. We're never going to fill that pit. I'm never going to fill that pit. No matter how much success I have, no matter how many followers I get, no matter how many material objects I obtain, I am always going to want more. Isn't that kind of like scary almost? Like you see these billionaires, these millionaires, and they're depressed. And you're like, but if I had what you had, actually, no. Because if you had what they had, you would also still be wanting more. This is a human thing. This is not just a person to person thing. So, what we need to conquer at as young of an age as possible, and I know that this is, I don't know how old you are watching, um, we need to conquer achieving the feeling before, if at all, the material comes in. I know for me with this cleaning business, because I really saw it with this, I was like, I wanted this so bad. Why was I chasing more? I wanted to get out of my other job. That's really what it was. I don't think I really wanted a feeling other than I want a new life situation. But even when it comes to that, you're always going to want new. I'm telling you, even though I do love my life now, I still slip into those thoughts of like, oh, but this isn't my passion. Oh, what's next? Like I still do. We all still do. We all still do unless we figure out how to conquer the feeling. What do you want in your day-to-day life? Joy? Do you want love? Do you want peace? Do you want peace? I know I want peace. Like above all else, above all things, I want my health and I want joy. So, I used to be very big. Well, used to. I actually am, but I do it in a different way. I used to be into manifesting and visualizing the dream reality, and I'm actually all for that if it aligns with like God's will and whatnot. But now it's so funny how I really do believe it's God changing my heart. But before every manifestation, visualization I go into, basically I'll sit down on my porch outside, I'll close my eyes, and I'll envision this scenario that I want to occur. In the past, I envisioned, getting all these followers and the money, and I'm like, ugh, cringe, sorry. But I envisioned a lot of that kind of stuff. And now what I envision is the most joyous version of myself. And that's like a complete different ballpark because once you start, and I know some people some Christians I would say are very against visualization. I don't think anything's wrong with it as long as you present it with God. If this is in your will, let it be. But if it's not, convict me of even thinking of this. Like, I think that there's so much power in visualization. Famous athletes do it to make their shots. Like, there's actual science behind it. And I love using my imagination. I love to actually just sit down and just like think. Like I think I'm just like an old little stoic philosopher sometimes. At least I think I am, and at least I think that I'm as cool as them. Anyways, so I'll sit down and I'll visualize the most like present. Okay, this is awkward. The FedEx guys are running up to my house. My windows are right up front. I visualize the most present version of myself. And with that, then it's like you don't need to chase anything. Like with that, you won't need to need anything, because life will have it, and when those things come, it's going to be exciting, but that's not like the forefront, because so much of the Bible talks about this is like when we leave, we're not going to be nothing's coming with us. Nothing is coming with us. I hope our family does. Not at the same time, but like I really do hope. I don't know. I know heaven's gonna be great. I do. I just hope it's like, I don't know. I love life. Like I love doing things. How am I just gonna like be? Okay, that's a topic for a different time. It's a different topic, Isabella. Nothing's coming with us. It is just your soul. So why chase things of this world? Why chase materials? Why chase this? Chase the feeling. Chase the embodiment that you want to feel. If we seriously have one life, you guys, yes, these things are cool, but you know what's cooler? Living a life where you genuinely feel free in your own skin. That's what feels cool. What feels cool is waking up every single day with health, with gratitude, ready to conquer whatever day, even if you're not in this grandiose house, if you're just in a basic house driving a 2012 Kia Sorento, I'm happy. And I don't need some 2026 car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm entering into this era, season of my life, I guess, where I'm really understanding this principle. And what really hit me, I love when I get revelations out of nowhere. I love it so much. I was listening to this song, and it said, Psalm 23, the Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. It was a Christian rap song. And right when he said that, I like understood something from a different perspective that I hadn't yet understood it from. And it was like, okay, yes, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But really, I shall not want anything, because I don't need anything. I don't need anything to feel a certain way, because I can already feel that way. I shall not want the nicest handbag. I don't know why I use that. I'm like so not that person, but a lot of our culture is. A lot of our culture is chasing brands and I don't know. That like it's just tacky to me. Like if you're chasing all these brands, it's like I don't know. But seriously, that's the thing. Chasing all of these, name brands, getting the newest iPhone. Like, why do we want this? Is it to be perceived as others? To be perceived by others as like really cool? Or is it to validate to ourselves that we're cool? Like, what are we doing this for? That's the only question I really have here. Who are we doing this for? What are we doing this for? Because nothing matters. Literally nothing matters. And I do find myself slipping up into this, and it really, and I thank God so much for what He did before, because I I know I've mentioned this a few times if you watch my videos, but I did have another YouTube channel before this, and I was getting a lot of views, a lot, a lot to me, okay, to me, and I found myself attaching my worth into that. Like, oh, I'm finally getting listened to. Oh, like if people saw my profile now from high school, like I feel like I've done something, guys. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years. Look at me, look at me. It's actually working. I'm actually getting people to listen to me. It all goes back to something. And God took that away from me because He needed me to remember, no matter how many people I allow to listen to your videos, no matter how many followers or subscribers you get, ultimately, you are still you. And I love this simple saying: nobody is better than you, and you are not better than anybody. I mean, how much freedom can we find in that? Like, I find freedom in that. That is like the most humbling yet profound statement I've ever heard, because it makes me feel equal. So much of this world is a bunch of walking egos, people thinking that they're better because they have more. My sister's cleaner in Chicago. I haven't met him yet, but I saw him on FaceTime. The nicest soul. What is he doing with his life? He owns a cleaners. But he is so happy. He is so happy. Then you could think of some of these top dogs in, Hollywood, and they're so miserable and they're going and doing drugs every single weekend because they need to escape their reality. Everything is not what it seems. We need to stop chasing this. And yeah, I think it's so cool. Like, I'd be wearing jewelries, I'd be, tattooing my skin up. But ultimately, I know that this is just for fun. This is really just for fun. Like, I'm not attached to it. I think that as long as we have our basic needs met, then all is well. And God said He will provide. So we will always be good. And you will never find what you're looking for in anything outside of yourself and God. So, hope this encourages you.